like the hot girl that's got a lot of like problems underneath, and like you love that for the problems,
Because you want all the red flags on.
You want
an adventure.
Yeah. It's like that.
Yo.
Alright, we're recording. Welcome back to SF Whiskey, guys. Today we have a little special episode. We're going through some Glendronach Hand Fill casks. Derek, you're looking up some details about that, right?
Yeah. These are all they're only single barrel, literally what is called hand fill ones that Glendronach has released, right? Because usually they do blends, but these are their single.
And they're only available at the distillery. One, we have 4 casks, and we'll go through each one a little bit. First one up here is cask number 104. This one is in a PX cask, and it's aged in let's see, hand filled 2013, and then let's see, do I have an age on this one? I have an age. Oh, bottled in 2024, so that's 11 years. Oh, already I'm getting that nice single cast, like,
Ooh, holy crap.
Like compared to the blends where the nose is very kind of muted, it's like blended out.
This is like right in your face.
This is like, hey, hi, how you doing?
If you want to dive deeper into it,
This is like, I heard you like Glendronach.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for this one.
Oh, that PX, that sweetness from the PX really shines through.
Leave a little bit in the tank. Get a dropper.
Yeah.
This needs just a hair of water. Just a hair of water. Oh my gosh! But that is so full
I'm
body.
enjoying it as is.
I know.
I love the strength of that malt.
Yeah. The malt was shining through. That PX sweetness, that jamminess, like that sweet jam was coming right through. It was beautiful.
Oh, a little bit of water opens up that nose. Get some really nice like deep caramel.
Yeah. Syrupy sweetness.
Yeah.
I get honey, honestly, not caramel. I get honey.
I get a
variations on that sugar. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's not like a crystal white sugar. Not cotton candy. It's a little bit different.
more rich.
Yeah.
Oh, cherry! I'm now getting a little cherry on the nose.
Yeah.
A little cherry there.
Oh, the palate opens it so nicely too.
Oh, see how like our discussion is like changing so much compared to the genre. We're like kind of like very civilized and like, oh, this and that, but this is like I'm getting passionate about it. Yeah, it does beat out the Parliament. It's equivalent to the Parliament, but it edges it out because of all the new flavors coming out.
But it's different though. It's a very different product. Right?
I know, but at the same time, I like this product so much more than the blends.
Yeah.
The blends were like very nice exploration of Oloroso in a very, very civilized manner, and this is like, if Floyd Mayweather was like a technical fighter, then I want to see a Mike Tyson who's just gonna like just punch you out.
This.
Well, that's actually the whole point of the core lineup, right? It's basically like here's a tour guide.
Yeah.
But this one is your own exploration.
So you wouldn't even have someone new try this out even at all.
I would maybe not.
Not at this ABV.
Maybe not at this
ABV.
ABV.
Is scary.
Definitely single cask, cask strength stuff. Give them to try, but as a comparison, not as a starting off point.
Knowing me on my journey, I wouldn't have enjoyed this. I was like, oh, this is too harsh. Like, I don't taste anything.
So the 40% to kind of bring people in.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
I feel like in order to be able to truly explore this stuff, you need to have a baseline.
All right. Let's take a look at the 5952. Let me bring up the deets on this one. There is a whiskey-based entry on it. This is 10 years old. 10 years old. It's also PX, clocking in at 62.5, so just a hair above. But I'm excited to see what kind of things come up on this one. Nose-wise, it gets a little bit more
mellow than the first one.
The sugar is different.
Yeah.
Instead of it being more softer, it's kind of like more
brighter.
It's toasty.
Toasty?
I don't know what it's a different
Nutty
sugar.
is?
Yes, it's nutty. It's
Nutty. I'm getting nutty.
Yeah.
So nutty, but definitely it's got that like some deep dark sugars.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, if that's not a 90, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean,
this doesn't need water. This really
It doesn't. But I'm gonna add a
I'm gonna
little
try it.
water
Just
just
see how it
to,
opens up.
like
Yeah,
like the
just
like.
to open it up, but my God.
See, this is like where things get really exciting for us, you know. Like
Yeah.
at those 90 numbers, like it's got to be like firing up your passion. Like, oh wow, it's that candy bar, but it's like candy bar times 2, but in a good way, kind of a
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
you know.
Yes.
So it's yeah, a little bit of water kind of mellows the nuttiness, and it kind of brings out a little bit more of those kind of dried fruits now. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at 5036 now. 5036. What do we have the deets on this? This is also an 11-year Oloroso. Okay, 11-year Oloroso, not PX this time. And it's coming in at 62.3%. So pretty, still in the same ballpark for the other ones in the terms of ABV. Oh, so think back to the 18-year for that single barrel.
Oh, this is like
This is
this is
musky,
musty
yeah.
barn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, this is musty barn.
it's got some niceness to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it's got like this really nice, like creamy.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
like
rich.
yeah,
it's a
rich.
rich mustiness though.
Ooh, and it's consistent. Like
Yeah.
sometimes we're sniffing the core lineup, and like you sniff it once, and like it's gotta wait for it to kind of re-evaporate again. This is like it's always
Stays
there.
there,
It's
yeah.
always there. You
That's
know.
all you're getting out of it. You're almost getting almost the wood. You're almost getting wood on the nose.
Once again, this is like 90 territory
Oh,
nose.
It's funny that these are like single barrels, and like single barrels are so much harder to like get right. You don't know
Yeah.
what it's going to end up tasting like, right? Hence the blend, you control it more.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's honestly the appeal of like the core lineup versus that you
Yeah.
have a master blender like sort of like make it that.
Yeah, and it's
nice
easier to
amount
make
for
that
you.
consistent year
Exactly.
after year.
Because you
versus,
want
like, these
predictability.
But
for
there's so much
releases.
character on
Oh,
this.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
so much character. Like this is like the hot girl that's got a lot of like problems underneath, and like you love that for the problems, you know.
because you want all the red flags on.
You are
You want
But
you wanted an
complication, yeah.
adventure.
Yeah. It's like that Taylor Swift song. It's like you're what is it, nightmare dressed in a daydream or whatever.
You think you think you can change her, but you can't.
Oh, but you want to go for that ride.
You're in it
Yeah.
for you're more like jammy now. Like now that I've tasted it and everything,
Mm-hmm.
The-
And you
the-
re-smell it.
yeah, the mustiness kind of goes away. I'm getting more of like the fruity sweetness, but it's a different fruitiness to the other one. These are like syrupy sweet, right? This is like
Like that's PX though.
Yeah.
Like PX is known for being almost cloyingly sweet sometimes, and Oloroso is like kind of like
this is like fruit preserve.
There's like the little bit of acid,
Yeah.
a little bit of tannic, a little sourness to
Mhm.
it. You know,
It's like fruit preserve.
it's a shame that like stuff like this is so hard to kind of come
Yeah.
across. You know, like unless you got like somebody else who like can share with you, it's so hard to kind of like.
I'll tell you why later.
I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there and let that sit. All right.
Last one.
Last cast, 4597. 4597 here. We got
Wow.
this is a PX of 12-year-old. So this is the oldest one of the lineup. Clocking in at 62.9%. Man, oh
For that
man.
reason. I feel like all these have like very similar like nose profiles.
Oh, this one is
A little more of a dried fruit on this one for me.
dry fruit. Yeah. Dry fruit on the nose. And for similar aging and similar distillate and similar ABV, there should be a lot of backbone that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shared between them. you know?
Especially this is all done under Rachel Berry's era, so she
Yeah.
has that palate.
Mm.
You can kind of
Yeah, I mean it's all
almost
very
like-
consistent
Yeah.
across all.
I get a little bit of cotton candy on this one.
Yeah,
Here.
yeah.
Just a
Not
little
getting
bit.
that.
A little bit.
There's a little like a perfumey cotton candy.
Perfumey,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Now it's getting into like some kind of like a nice oat bran kind of a bread, some kind of a bread product that's like but like a dark grain kind of a thing, you know?
I get the great like the maltiness of the
Yeah,
grain.
malty, yeah.
I get that, but that's very, very much in the back. Yeah.
I'm liking this nose the most out of all four so far.
Really?
Let me
Yeah,
go- let
I
me
was
go back.
gonna say this.
Yeah. This nose alone,
automatic.
this is automatically a 91 like
This
nose.
one nose.
Yeah.
It's that's
Oh,
This
that
one's
honestly,
favorite
this is
taste.
this is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
That's a honey barrel right there. That's a honey.
that's
barrel.
honey. Yeah, no, I'm getting honey on the.
This one that definitely has a little more sweetness than the other ones. But then that mid palate and that richness to it is so much more prevalent on this one.
Yeah. This is coming up to me like a 90/91.
No, it's just,
Oh.
yeah. If the others were in the high 80s, low 90s, this is gonna be like a 92, 93. Probably.
Like if you guys ever like travel and go to Glendronach,
Grab a few
you
bit-
better be
Yeah,
texting me,
yeah.
being like, hey, you want to split a bottle? You want to split a bottle? You want to split a bottle?
No.
It's like
Do you want a
you
bottle?
want
No, do you want a bottle? Because I'm getting one for myself.
How many do you want?
How many do you want? That's what it is.
How many cases you want? If you were at the distillery, this should be something around $200 for a
Oh, that's
bottle.
not too bad.
Like
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. That's a
ridiculous
good
for the
yeah,
price.
yeah,
Right.
Man.
I mean, like, let's say if you were to find this at a shop, right? How much would you pay for this?
I mean, easily like 350, 400. Yeah, I would probably go max out at 500.
500.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
5, maybe 600 for this, just because it's so well executed.
That is, it
Yeah.
is. I mean, I don't want to give you ideas about like
No,
up in
no.
that thing there,
Please.
but like I would take that $200 bottle.
If a casual drinker, right? Not a casual night, but like a casual drinker, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll get a little bit overwhelmed by like the high proof and just the complexity?
Oh, for sure. Like the
Yeah.
the probably think all of them
I
taste the
don't-
same, if anything. You know?
I don't think
Well,
that
okay,
they'll be able to, you know.
So when you say casual drinker, someone who hasn't explored the higher end of whiskeys, you mean?
Yes,
You know?
well,
or even higher proof.
Where
It's
like
not-
they'll think like a 15-year is like a solid, like that's like my like special.
Yeah,
product.
yeah.
Not just that, but casual drinker in the sense that they don't understand, they haven't learned about those different techniques that we use.
the different nuances that
Yes.
we
They
taste.
haven't
Yes.
really like explored that.
That's a big
just
one.
yet.
Yeah.
Because you really do need to understand the whole concept of adding a drop of water instead of just adding a block of ice.
Well, let me ask you this then, like, people who watch, whiskey tubes and like they follow Mash and Drum or Curiosity Public or any of the plethora of people on there, like, are they casual drinkers?
No, so like I think if you're at the point where you're watching those content, right?
Yeah.
You're not a casual drinker anymore.
Okay. Just curious.
What we're kind of creating in terms of content are the more unique products.
So I think like what I think is unique about us is that like one thing that people hate is like spending a lot of money on a bottle and not tasting it at the end, right?
Yeah.
But what we do is like we try all these like higher end, more rare bottles, right? And tell you straight up like is it good or bad,
Right.
Like, regardless of price. you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
So this is,
This
it
is
gave an
honestly the
experience
way.
that was very, very, just a
Yeah.
hair above the
But
rest.
To be fair though, right? If you go back to like all the ones that we tried today, right? It's like
Mhm.
it's all very close together.
Yeah,
right.
they are.
The ratings are
They
so
are.
like close together. It's like
Yeah, I mean,
subjective.
going
Yeah.
back to that, right?
But-
this
but
is
still-
all made under Rachel Berry, so it has that common thing. It has
But
that,
they're
like,
in
one
that
person-
90 average. They're in that
Exactly,
90
yes.
average. This is something that I would wholeheartedly
Yeah.
enjoy getting a
Yes.
bottle for a reasonable price.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Oh,
And
yeah.
like any of these, I'll love a bottle
Right.
of, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
They have,
Well,
every
maybe not the
single
first
one of these has
I was
so
looking
much
at bottle
taste
that
to
one.
it.
40 minutes, holy
All right.
crabs.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Thank you
Cheers.
very much. We'll see you next time.